Boom, 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 boom. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Shady Gizmo, man, and it's another episode of the Big Match Day Play, and welcome to it. First and foremost, our first item on our list, first talking point is going to be Liverpool, man. Come on, you can't be talking European football at the moment and not mention Liverpool and how they've been doing some scary business in the transfer market, eh? They've been doing some great business. Like Liverpool got their man in Florian Wirtz for creativity, and then they got their man in Jeremy Frimpong. That guy gives you creativity, gives you defending, it gives you goals. It basically gives you Trent Alexander-Arnold coupled with defending, which is what Trent doesn't give you that much of, because Jeremy gives you the assists that Trent can give you. But now another thing that Jeremy is going to give you that Trent didn't give you is the box entries. Yeah, Trent does find himself in the box now and then, getting in the box, finishing being on the end of passes and crosses, but very rarely so. Jeremy is not your conventional fullback. You understand? Jeremy is in the mold of what Pep Guardiola was trying to do with Cancelo. You remember in Manchester City's treble winning season, in the 1 or 2 seasons before that, you saw how João Cancelo was playing for Pep Guardiola. How he always used to invert from the fullback position into the midfield, and then at some point you find him on the D line, or you find him in the box, in the opposition box, not even by the side or by the wings. You find him centrally, you find him in the box, finishing the final passes and the crosses from your wingers or your midfielders who have gone out to help out your wingers and bring in those crosses. That's what Jeremy Frimpong gives you. So Liverpool have got Jeremy Frimpong, good signing. They've got Milos Kekes too, very good signing. And then right now, we hear that Liverpool have tabled a bid, verbally so though, with Newcastle United for their Swedish striker, Alexander Isak. They've made a bid for Alexander Isak, and apparently throughout the whole transfer window, ever since the end of the season, Newcastle United have been saying, hands off Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak is not for sale. But apparently now, Newcastle is willing, or may be willing, to accept 120 million euros for Alexander Isak. So, and I think Liverpool can be able to pay that. Liverpool afford to pay 120 million, although I do not know how they stand in the financial fair play rules and whatnot, but Liverpool can definitely afford to pay 120 million euros to go get Alexander Isak. And Liverpool with Alexander Isak are going to be scary. It sounds scary already. Imagine you have Salah coming at you on one wing, and then on the other wing you have your Luis Diaz if he doesn't leave, or you have Cody Gakpo coming at you, and then in the number 10 role, you have your Florian Wirtz there, pulling the strings. And then right by him, you have Alexis McAllister also pulling the strings along with Florian Wirtz, or only one of them doing that. And then in the number 9, you have yourself Alexander Isak. This is basically how Liverpool will be having everybody in the Premier League this season, this upcoming season. Like, not only in the Premier League, like Champions League, beware. FA Cup, and your Carabao Cups and whatnot. But Liverpool are looking very scary for the upcoming season, let's be honest. Slot, I see what you're building there. We see what you're building. I see what you're doing, and it looks like a solid plan. And what I've noticed is that Liverpool are not just going around signing big name players or every Tom, Dick and Harry that they can find in the market just because people are mentioning your name, people are saying you're good and whatnot. Liverpool are actually going for players that they need. Right now, Liverpool are going for players that they need. Because if you check when they went for Jeremy Frimpong, well, that one is an obvious case because they're replacing Trent Alexander-Arnold with that signing. And then when they went for Milos Kekes is going to make a very, very, very good partner for Mo Salah on the left wing. You understand? Coming in as a fullback, and also Miller's Kekes, he can also play as a centre back. So now you have double, and he's a very good man marker, and he has some pace about him, and also his strength. He's good. So he's a player that Liverpool will actually use. I don't think they're signing him to put him on the bench. Keke has had a very good season with Bournemouth, mind you. You understand? So yes, I believe that Liverpool have been making great signings, and then with Florian Wirtz, any team in the world, I believe right now, Florian Wirtz walks into the starting lineup of basically 98% of the teams that are playing in the top 5 leagues in Europe. I believe so. Florian Wirtz, he deserves it. He's very good. He's a great number 10. You see, so yeah, he's also a good signing in my view, in my opinion. He's a very good signing, and also now the fact that Liverpool are apparently going for Alexander Isak, now that makes it the much more scarier, and it makes their business the much more impressive. You understand? Bar that we haven't seen that many sales. With their business that they have been doing in this transfer window, they've just been getting acquisitions, but probably they're gonna let Luis Diaz go because he's handed in a transfer request. Bayern Munich have tabled a bid for Luis Diaz for around 68 million, but Liverpool refused to take that. Apparently they want something in excess of 100 million because they say they want at least 100 million for Luis Diaz. So yeah, so the acquisitions have been very good. Hey, Liverpool are going to be having, it looks like they're going to be having a great season coming forth. But yeah, it's not only them who's strengthening their squad. Also talking about Newcastle have signed Anthony Ilanga. They signed Anthony Ilanga for over 50 million euros. No ways, man. Like the transfer market has gone crazy. Today's transfer market is weird, batshit crazy. Like how do you pay over 50? No disrespect to him, but I wouldn't pay over 50 million bucks for Anthony Ilanga. He's not worth that. No, I do not believe that Anthony is worth that. Like look at what is happening with Jadon Sancho right now. Apparently Juventus have put in a bid for Jadon Sancho with add-ons. That is worth less than 15 million euros. That is very sad, man. But in my eyes, given their talent and what they bring to the teams that they play for, Jadon Sancho is worth much more than Anthony Ilanga, man. In today's market, being worth 15 million with add-ons. Somebody thinking that you're worth that. It says a lot. I don't know what Jadon has been doing when he gets to these teams behind closed doors. Yeah, we know certain things that happened at Man United, this and that, but I don't think just one incident could cause such a decline, man. I don't think that is possible. Yeah, but also let's go back to Newcastle and their signing. Well, they signed Anthony Ilanga, and that looks to me just a direct replacement for Callum Hudson-Odoi, right? Callum left, and then apparently also Newcastle are also trying to go for Hugo Ekitike, the striker from Frankfurt in Germany. So Hugo had a very good season, but I don't think if Newcastle are able to keep Alexander Isak in this transfer window, I do not believe that it's necessary for them to go out and sign Hugo. I do not see that as an improvement on their team, because if you have Alexander and you have Hugo, you basically have the same thing in those two guys, right? Well, they're not too similar, but still, I don't see them needing a Hugo Ekitike if they still have Alexander Isak in the team. Yes, if they lose Alexander Isak to whoever is the highest bidder or whoever that Alexander wants to go to, if he wants to go, then yeah, you can go for Hugo. Maybe he can give you what Alexander the Great was giving you and the Magpies, which I highly doubt. Man, Alexander is a talent. It reminds me of Thierry Henry, man. Like, he plays so much like Thierry. He has so much skill, so much finesse. Like, he's so good, and his celebration, man. Alexander, you're one of my favorite strikers, dog. So yeah, speaking of strikers, yo, I have recently learned that Man United the Man United are circling around Nico Jackson. Well, allegedly, yes, as per trusted sources, reliable sources. Man United are circling around Nico Jackson. Whew. Wow. It is. These must be the worst times to be a United fan. This must be like the worst time to be a Man United fan, man. Like, you going for Nico Jackson? Where are you taking Nico Jackson? Like, if you have a striker problem, if you have a number 9 problem, because obviously yes, you have a number 9 problem because you have Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee, you have and now you're going for flipping Nico Jackson to come and lead your line. Wow. Like, look at this. This is apparently Man United's reported transfer targets for this season. Look at this. What is this an improvement on? How is this okay, maybe this could get them into the top 10. Basically, like, clean. This could get you into the top 10, but more than that, Man United, I don't promise you that, man. I don't think that can happen. With this squad, this is not an improvement on anything. This is mid at best. This looks like your Portsmouth or Sunderland team from like 2009, 2008 in the Premier League. Like, they look, wow, man, it's really bad times to be a Man United fan. If Man United end up with Nico Jackson as their player after this transfer market or transfer window, then this will definitely be basically what Chelsea have done to Man United. This would be it. Nothing else describes it better. Just look at that. No, man, no, glory. This is not right. If it's not your roof, your roof leaking, oh, it's your management making crazy ass signings. What the hell? Why would you do that, man? So yes,